100 Precious Tips, a gift left behind at the deathbed of an elderly traditional Chinese medicine doctor. Truly wonderful. A total of 100 points, each very profound, so they must be read repeatedly many times. It will help you raise your awareness regarding health. Remember carefully, sleep is the most important factor in health preservation. Sleep time should be from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. because this time is the winter of the day. Winter is mainly for hiding and storing. If one does not hide in winter, then spring and summer cannot grow, and the next day there will be no energy. All medicines used to treat illness, whether traditional Chinese medicine or Western medicine, only treat the branch or symptoms, not the root, because all illnesses originate from wrong causes producing wrong consequences. If the wrong cause is not eradicated, the consequence cannot be uprooted. The fundamental source of health is in the mind. All phenomena are born from the mind. If the mind is pure, the body will be pure. Therefore, when sick, do not seek outside help. You must rely on your own recovery system to treat your own illness. Actually, humans and animals are the same. Animal illnesses all rely on themselves to recover, and humans also have that ability. Correct concepts have the effect of helping patients eliminate illness much better than using expensive special drugs and surgery. With correct concepts, you will make correct decisions. You will have correct behaviors, and you will be able to prevent many illnesses from arising. Humans inherently gather all wisdom. It is absolutely not learned from books, but born from a sincere mind, one's own pure mind, and from meditation. In the biological world, the human is the spiritual body with the most perfect structure. When a human is born, they already have a healthy body. The adjustment of the human health state relies on one's own regulation and recovery system to complete, not on external factors. External factors only have a supporting effect. The vast majority of illness phenomena in humans are manifestations when the body is regulating. Purify bad things in the body. A state manifested when the body automatically regulates back to a balanced state. Therefore, we should view it as a normal physiological phenomenon rather than a disease to be destroyed. Therefore, when humans are sick, they must certainly not have a mindset of resentment and anger. The psychology must be stable. If the mind is stable, the qi or energy will flow smoothly. If qi is smooth, blood will flow. If qi is smooth and blood flows, 100 diseases will dissipate. Human health cannot be separated from two factors. 1. Sufficient qi and blood. 2. Unobstructed meridians, including blood vessels and excretion pathways for waste products. Sufficient qi and blood rely on sufficient food plus bile, plus the mandatory requirement to sleep soundly during the time from after dark until 1:40 a.m. During this time, the cerebrum completely does not work. It is all dominated by the autonomic nervous system, plus healthy living habits. Unobstructed meridians require a pure mind. All 7 emotions and 6 desires can destroy the pure mind, thereby destroying the normal flow of the meridians. Maintaining a healthy body, health is not just about balancing increased intake and increasing qi and blood, but also requires cutting expenses and minimizing the depletion of qi and blood. Overeating not only cannot increase qi and blood, but becomes waste matter burdening the body, and moreover, consumes qi and blood to clear it away. The 6 bowels and 5 viscera are a factory processing qi and blood. Food is raw material. Processing capacity is limited, while food is unlimited. Therefore, the quantity of food must be controlled. Appropriate exercise can help qi and blood flow, but simultaneously also consumes qi and blood. The circulation of the body at the microscopic level mainly relies on a loose and quiet state to be achieved. This is also indispensable for a healthy body. The more waste in the body, the more qi and blood are needed to clear it. But when waste increases and blocks blood vessels, it will reduce qi and blood. That will lead to a vicious cycle, which is also the mechanism causing humans to age and weaken. Therefore, if humans want to be healthy and not age, they must first reduce waste in the body. Second, strengthen the smoothness of the meridian pathways. And third, increase qi and blood in the body. Trusting in medicine, trusting in test data, is not as good as trusting in your own feelings, trusting that you yourself have full ability to regulate. But first, you need to be a person who has attained the Tao with wisdom open to distinguish all of this. Health starts from regulating the mind. For your health, practice Buddhism or cultivate the mind. Cultivating to attain happiness is the supreme enjoyment of human life. For people with old illnesses, only when there is sufficient qi and blood, either through methods of supplementing qi and blood as introduced here, or through walking to clear the qi mechanism, can the illness condition manifest. Therefore, after practitioners have reached a certain level of Kung Fu, some illness phenomena will appear. At that time, one must be firm and determined. The mind must calm down and practice more quietude exercises to increase one's qi and blood to quickly pass this stage. Humans acting against the laws of health preservation, although they may not necessarily get sick immediately, once a habit is formed, the risk of getting sick increases. This is like traffic laws. You violate traffic laws, accidents won't necessarily happen, but the dangerous situation is clearly visible. Why must humans maintain a certain state of hunger to be beneficial for health preservation? Actually, this is the wonderful application of the word emptiness. Taoism teaches emptiness leads to spirit. It is exactly that, along with humility, that makes humans progress, just as complacency makes humans lag behind. Therefore, humans must frequently maintain a state of empty spirit to always maintain clarity and health. If humans want to be healthy, they must ensure there is enough qi inside the body to gasify or transform the food that enters. Only then will waste not accumulate inside your body, and there will be no excess food releasing and dispersing false fire, damaging internal organs in your body. That false fire also damages your qi. Therefore, in that sense, it can be seen that modern people get sick mostly due to intemperate eating and drinking. Lying down for too long harms qi. Sitting for too long harms flesh. Idleness leads to qi stagnation. Furthermore, excessive mental nourishment will cause the digestive function of the spleen and stomach to lower. The function of the internal organs stagnates, the flow of qi and blood gets blocked and is not smooth, resistance decreases, immunity is damaged, and levels of sugar, fat, uric acid, and blood pressure increase. Gradually, over time, humans will generate illness and, moreover, mostly become weak bodies with many diseases, such as frequent colds, loss of appetite, physical and mental fatigue, restlessness, tension, and so on. There is a proverb, a flash of insight, a plan comes to mind, quick-wittedness creates ideas. If the word mechanism or trigger can be truly understood thoroughly, then your comprehension is considered opened. Teachers teaching people, doctors treating illness, are actually pointing out this mechanism of yours, causing this mechanism to open. This mechanism is sometimes called the key. Of course, this mechanism acts conditionally. Just like hydrogen gas only burns when meeting fire upon reaching a certain concentration. Remember carefully, the actions of others are all external factors. You yourself are truly the internal cause. Actually, many genuine discoveries and inventions require creativity to create them, not the so-called systematic knowledge in books, but quite the opposite. A person who has never been through any systematic education, but has high comprehension and is open-minded, often truly realizes the truth. Humans most dread disorder or chaos, especially disorder of the mind. Externally, it can ruin affairs. Internally, it can affect chi and blood, causing a loss of normal function. Whenever there is joy, sorrow, anger, suspicion, or worrying, it is all disorder, the root cause of illness and short life. Not only when recuperating should one avoid disorder, but normally one should also avoid a disordered mind. Excessive anger harms the liver, excessive lust harms the kidneys, excessive eating harms the intestines, worrying harms the spleen, rage harms the liver, sorrow harms the spirit. Falling ill is all due to a weakened mind allowing external evils to invade. And when the mind is weak and chi is weak, whenever emotions are chaotic and the body is not full, all kinds of unrest appear. Greed for food, greed for winning, greed for achievement, greed for pleasure, leading to illness. When greed is not satisfied, it easily leads to anger. Being angry causes mind chi to be chaotic, liver and gallbladder to be disordered, blood pulses to shake, 5 viscera to ball. External evils take this opportunity to invade simultaneously. That is the cause of illness. Ordinary people desiring longevity must first eliminate illness. Desiring to eliminate illness requires knowing how to use chi. Wanting to know how to use chi requires health preservation. Methods of health preservation must first regulate the mind, regulate the mental state. Humans are born from the chi of the 5 elements. The flesh body takes chi as the master. If chi is depleted, illness arises. If chi is stagnant and does not flow, illness also arises. To treat this illness, one must treat chi first. Chi is to move blood. Blood is to nourish chi. Though two, they are as one. Anyone who looks too much or uses eyes too much hurts blood. Lying down too much hurts chi. Sitting too much hurts flesh. Standing too much hurts bones. Walking too much hurts tendons. Excessive 7 emotions and 6 desires hurt the primal chi, harming the heart and kidneys. Like a fiercely burning fire depleting yang chi. Treating illnesses of the 5 viscera requires tonifying chi first. The kidneys are the most urgent. Tonifying chi strictly forbids moving the mind. Moving the mind heats the liver, shakes the pulses, and depletes true water. A moved mind triggers wind. Wind moving leads to fire flourishing. Fire flourishing leads to water drying up. Water drying leads to earth damage. Mind settled, spirit focused. The person being treated needs a firm and focused mind. when two minds correspond, 100 diseases can be cured without using magical drugs. Human illnesses can be divided into two types. One is where meridians are basically open, but qi is insufficient. The manifestation is frequent pain here and there. That is because his qi is not enough to gasify food, thereby producing mutual fire, also called false fire, following the meridians. It moves chaotically in the body. Wherever is open, it runs through, meeting a blocked place. That place will be in pain. Such people see immediate effects after taking a little medicine. 2 is where meridians are blocked. Qi has no place to stay in the body. Outwardly, there are no signs of illness, but once illness strikes, it is very severe. Moreover, for this type of person, no matter what medicine they take, the effect is very slow or basically useless. The trigger is called the mechanism. Every arrow wanting to fly from the bow must have this mechanism to launch. Any matter is like that. All have a mechanism. Only when this mechanism is triggered does the event occur. If this mechanism is not triggered, no matter how many other conditions exist, there is no way to initiate the event. So what exactly is the mechanism? It is the key factor for all events to occur. It is a point, not a surface. However, if this point is triggered, it can pull along a whole area. So the disease mechanism is the most key factor in the occurrence, development, and change of illness. It can also be said that once the disease mechanism opens, that person's symptoms will manifest, and that person will enter a vicious cycle of illness. Opposite to the disease mechanism is the life mechanism. When the life mechanism opens, that person will enter a purely good state of the recovery process. In fact, disease mechanism and life mechanism are two aspects of the same thing, a pair of yin and yang. When the disease mechanism opens, the life mechanism closes. When the life mechanism opens, the disease mechanism naturally closes. This is called dialectics. The highest realm of traditional Chinese medicine is health preservation. The highest realm of health preservation is nourishing the mind. So for health preservation, the lower scholar nourishes the body, the middle scholar nourishes qi, the upper scholar nourishes the mind. Looking at an individual is the same. Looking at appearance is not as good as looking at qi. Looking at qi is not as good as looking at the mind. Restless mind and spirit, impatient mood are the root causes leading to illness and death. The method of keeping the mind peaceful is the number one secret in protecting life. The mind can initiate everything. If the mind is settled, qi is harmonious. If qi is harmonious, blood is smooth. If blood is smooth, essence is sufficient and spirit is vigorous. People with sufficient essence and vigorous spirit have strong internal resistance. Diseases will dissipate on their own. Therefore, treating illness naturally must take nourishing the mind as the main thing. Wine, cold, yin-yang, summer heat, and dampness can all cause humans to get sick. If resistance is weak, illness will take the opportunity to invade. People with weak bodies often having many diseases due to this reason. The rich have good protective conditions like food, clothing, shelter. The poor have resistance. If qi is sufficient and spirit is vigorous, pores are dense and tight. It is not easy for illness to invade. The rich eat a lot of fatty and sweet things, harming the stomach, harming teeth. The poor often have to endure hunger. Food is not complex, thanks to which they don't have intestinal diseases. The rich are often idle, hence have many worries. The poor labor much, thanks to which illness is scarce. The rich do not create blessings, but only enjoy blessings, only consuming blessings. When consumed fully, they become poor. The poor can be frugal, that is, creating blessings. When the fruit ripens, they will be wealthy. Generally, if protective conditions of food, clothing, and shelter are sufficient, the resistance regarding essence, che, and spirit will be weak. If protective conditions are poor, resistance will naturally be strong. Just recovered from a serious illness, avoid cutting hair, washing feet, and bathing. Humans all want to pray for longevity without illness, to body always healthy. To have a healthy body, naturally one needs to regulate essence, che, and spirit. To regulate essence, che, and spirit, naturally one needs to reject the interference of evil things. To block evil, first one must nourish the mind. To nourish the mind, one must dissolve the three poisons: greed, anger, and ignorance. To dissolve these three poisons, one must learn the precepts of the mind. But to keep the precepts regarding words and speech, not saying or doing useless things, one needs to open wisdom, discard ignorance, and must attain stability first. To attain stability, one must learn walking. To be able to be quiet, one must be a benevolent and righteous person. Having benevolence and righteousness leads to longevity. Having longevity is true happiness. All methods of cultivating the body and mind only have a secret consisting of two phrases. One is let go, two is turn back, put down the butcher's knife, become a Buddha on the spot. The sea of suffering is boundless, turning back is the shore. Just need to let go and turn back. The sick person immediately rises. The deluded person immediately awakens. This is truly a person with immeasurable life, a person whose mind labors too much, whose mind and intellect are tired. Their liver will be fiery. The mind laboring too much means the mind is too full, not empty. If the mind is full, it cannot contain the wood-generating fire of the liver. If the mind does not contain the generating fire, che and the liver will accumulate. The liver is wood which conquers earth. So the spleen and stomach will get sick. Digestion will not be good. Nutrition insufficient. And sleep at night will not be peaceful. Wood also conquers water, thereby kidney water becomes deficient. If water is insufficient, fire becomes even more vigorous. Heart and kidney have a mutual relationship, so heart che becomes weaker. Lung disease will form. Internal parts have mutual connections. One thing moving pulls the whole to move. One place sick causes the whole body to be sick. People with disturbed minds are due to a wild mind full of ambition. Therefore, to treat illness, one needs to calm this mind. Calming this mind is ending delusions. To end delusions requires a bright mind. A bright mind is self-enlightenment. And to attain health, the most effective way lies in walking. Walking is a method to regulate the mind. If the mind is regulated, the spirit is peaceful. The spirit is at peace. If the spirit is peaceful, che is sufficient. If che is sufficient, blood is vigorous. If che and blood flow, if there is illness, it can remove illness. If insufficient, it can supplement. If already sufficient, it can increase. Present illness can be removed. Future illness can be prevented. Regulating the mind also makes the spiritual intelligence clear and bright. If spiritual intelligence is clear, the mechanism is agile. How wonderful a person with a pure mind is. They have a dialectical view, an agile external style, accurately understanding principles, foresight, not panicked when meeting chaos, not deluded when seeing beautiful scenes, can understand everything. Oneself has no biased, subjective opinions. Great opportunity and great use come from there. When humans are sick, it is most taboo to arouse a mind of resentment. At this time, one must maintain peace and kindness to make the mind stable. Then gradually adjust. Health will recover very quickly. Only when the mind is at peace can Che be smooth. Only when Che is smooth can illness be removed. Otherwise, the mind will be urgent. Fire will rise, root Che will suffer depletion, making the illness condition heavier. If mind and body are unified, Che and blood of the whole body will self-activate the health recovery effect. Z hour, from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. If sleepless, kidney water will definitely be lacking. Heart and kidney have a mutual relationship. If water is lacking, then fire is vigorous, very easily damaging the spirit. While sleeping, if there are thoughts, the mind cannot be at peace. Do not lie there thinking and tossing and turning. It is very easy to deplete the spirit. Wu hour, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. belongs to the heart. At this time, one can walk for 15 minutes, close eyes to nourish the spirit. Heart Che will be healthy. Wake up early during Yin hour, from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. At this time, it is most taboo to be sad or angry. Otherwise, it harms the lungs and damages the liver. Hope everyone pays close attention. All careers in life take spirit as the foundation. The decline or prosperity of the spirit relies on the quietude and known disorder of the mind and body. One word chaos is enough to hinder work. Human life takes Che and blood circulation as the main thing. Stagnant Che can obstruct blood. Obstructed blood can accumulate poison into boils, into illness, into tumors, into cancer. All are due to Che and blood not flowing. Che takes smoothness as the main thing. Blood takes flow as smoothness. The root of 100 diseases is first due to blocked Che. If Che is blocked inside, the liver will be damaged first. The way to save and cure lies in the secret of dissolving. And the secret of dissolving consists of two types. One is finding its root cause. This root cause is in the mind. If the mind clears, everything automatically dissolves. Two is using medicine and acupuncture to help dissolve. Adding massage will help Che and blood flow. Nursing illness and treating illness cannot demand speed because impatience will aid fire. Vigorous fire will deplete Che, causing the opposite effect. Besides, one cannot be greedy for much. Greedy mind, not firm, leads to impatience. Moreover, 100 diseases come from greed, so one cannot again be greedy and make the illness condition heavier. The heart belongs to the property of fire. The kidney belongs to the property of water. Heart and kidney relate mutually. Fire needs to descend, water needs to ascend. Water and fire mutually aiding. Then Che in the body will erupt. The moving parts of the body can be strong. This can be known by observing the tongue. If the tongue has no water, it is not flexible because the word live or active is composed of the water radical and the word tongue. The tongue can report the severity of various illnesses inside the body, thereby judging life and death. Method of self-rescue when facing major illness. One is not to fear death. Believe that one's illness can not only be cured, but the body can become specially healthy. living a long life, because the body itself essentially has this ability. It is not just a thought for self-consolation. 2 is to believe that without using medicine or relying on any health supplements, one definitely has the ability to remove illness and extend life oneself. 3. Starting from today, determine not to be moved by one's sick body again. Do not think about what one's illness is. Whether it is good or bad, do not think about it. Just be a carefree person. For as during the treatment period, do not think about work. Also, do not regret work and lost time. Focus the mind solely, otherwise it will be delayed again, sometimes ruining the affair. The method of sitting quietly or meditation for health. Sit on the bed. Let the body and mind settle down together. The whole body feels as if it is melting. You are not allowed to use even a tiny bit of force, as if this body does not exist. Breathing follows nature. The mind is also not allowed to use force. A single thought arising is also using force. Place the mind all the way down to the soles of the feet. This can lead fire down and water out. Naturally, the chi and blood of the whole body will flow smoothly. Essentials of practice. Quietly observe. Avoid using force. Specific requirements. Do not allow any part to use energy or force, even a little bit, including intention, breathing, and the four limbs. All must be done this way. Eyes do not see, ears do not hear, nose does not smell, tongue does not taste, mouth does not intake, mind does not think. That is the only condition. If there is any behavior, thought, or sensory perception, it is all using force. Even moving a finger is using force. Breathing heavily is also using force. Before long, the breath will naturally become peaceful, as if not entering and exiting through the nostrils, but as if the 84,000 pores on the whole body are all acting, either opening or closing. At this time, it will be a state of no self, no body, no chi, no mind. Naturally, the mind will return to its original position, the so-called guiding fire to the origin, or water and fire interacting. Is this general secret to treating 100 diseases, cases of people who meticulously practice health preservation, but die young account for up to 1/3. So what is the reality? It is because they cherish their bodies too much, because this physical shell fears suffering shame, fears being spoiled, fears suffering loss, fears being deceived, worrying before and after, looking left and right, anxious and panic, calculating gains and losses like that. His heart is all day like a walnut being gnawed on by a dog over and over. How can he not die? The more one fears death, the faster one dies. If you want to preserve health, you must not fear death. Only by not fearing death can you distance yourself from death. A person who truly does not fear death will not meet a tiger when walking. If he meets one, the tiger will not eat him. In a fight, he won't meet a gun. If he does, the gun won't hurt him. Why? Because he doesn't regard death as anything significant. He doesn't fear death, so death has no way to touch him. Although health preservation is not the goal of practicing the Tao, a Tao practitioner has seen through life and death, so they no longer fear death. Since they no longer fear death, death is no longer a problem. Once the illusion of life and death is past, what is left that cannot be overcome? Therefore, a Tao practitioner can live long, not thinking of longevity. They conversely attain longevity. The mind constantly thinking of wanting to live long, conversely, leads to quicker death. Longevity is not the goal of Tao practice. It is just a side phenomenon of it. A person who is sick but does not think they are sick. This is the greatest illness of humans. How many people actually know they are sick? People who are still online at midnight every day. This itself is a great taboo of health preservation, including some so-called famous doctors. Furthermore, their minds are always calculating and comparing. Ask yourself, if such a person cannot even maintain their own self, how can they treat others? Do not be greedy for small gains. Do not be greedy for big gains either. The word greed contains disaster. Greed and calculating gains and losses will cause people to suffer from heart diseases. Greed and calculating gains and losses are manifestations of not understanding the Tao and the principles of nature. Do not think every day about what to eat to tonify yin or what to eat to strengthen yang. Remember carefully, exercise can generate yang, walking can generate yin. Yin is the mother of yang. Yang is utilized by yin. When a person's qi is insufficient, do not blindly tonify qi, otherwise it will affect health. If it is because blood is insufficient, one must tonify blood first, because blood is the mother of qi. Otherwise, it will become a tool for burning, causing the internal organs to be scorched. If it is because meridians are blocked, one can increase qi and blood and simultaneously tonify qi and blood. Only then can the effect of tonifying qi be achieved. The environment is incredibly important for a person preserving health. This is the clear reason why people in areas with fresh air and deep forests and mountains can cure difficult illnesses, because the subtle matter in deep forests and mountains, the negative ions, are absorbed into the body through the person's relaxed state during deep breathing, thereby irrigating the 6 bowels and 5 viscera, giving the person new vitality. Additionally, there is a point ordinary people do not know. Humans do not only breathe through the nostrils, but every pore on the human body can breathe. Moreover, what they absorb is the essence of heaven and earth. Humans in a relaxed and quiet state, breathing deeply and slowly, can feel the exchange of human essence and qi with heaven and earth. When absorbing qi and reality, except for when the lungs are inhaling, the whole body is expelling qi from inside the body outward and releasing human qi to heaven and earth. And when the lungs are exhaling, in reality, humans are absorbing the essence of heaven and earth through the pores. This is roughly what Lao Tzu said. Between heaven and earth, is it not like a bellows? When exercising, there are 2 taboos. One is not to exercise when qi and blood are insufficient. 2 is not to exercise in a polluted environment. Exercise has 2 effects. One is to increase the speed of qi and blood circulation, promoting the process of expelling waste from the body. 2 is to open the pores on the skin to absorb the essence of heaven and earth. What is comprehension? What is wisdom? Comprehension and wisdom are using the simplest methods to handle and view all matters, but some people often cause disturbance, always seeing simple matters as complex, making them complex. Complexity and simplicity are actually one thing, 2 sides of one thing. What a smart person sees is the simple side. What a stupid person sees is the complex side. If humans cannot treat an illness, they must ask the divine to treat it. If the divine cannot cure it, they must ask Buddha to treat it. What does Buddha teach? What Buddha teaches is the mind. Hospitals and courts today are the same. Whether you move or not, they hand the patient a death sentence notice. Why say that? Take cancer as an example. In the minds of people today, cancer is synonymous with a death sentence. Actually, if we didn't call it cancer, then for the patient, it would bring a ray of hope equal to leaving them a chance to live. Therefore, I say that more than half of cancer patients today are scared to death, are tormented to death by mental pressure, and at the same time are tortured to death by hospitals. Because once you are diagnosed with cancer, they can handle you arbitrarily without reservation. If treated and you don't die, it's considered your fate is strong. If treated and you die, it's because your illness was cancer. Truth be told, there is no illness that cannot be cured. It just depends on whether your mind can let go. All illnesses are born from the mind. All illnesses are treated from the mind. As long as you are still alive, you still have a chance. Find this chance, apply it to treating cancer, and you will become healthy again. Currently, society talks about competition. This has caused all order to be disordered, leading humans into the demonic path. What is competition? Competition is dragging people into the realm of infinite greed. On one hand, you advocate competition. On the other hand, you talk about construction and social stability. Is this not a typical case of self-deception based on the principle of mutual interaction of yin and yang? Purity and turbidity attract each other. Therefore, when humans eat fresh things, it will have a harmonizing effect with the dirty substances in the body, thereby expelling those things. Turbid substances generated are due to eating unclean foods, but mainly due to eating too much. The body cannot digest it, causing that pile of excess food to turn into waste. Following nature, or letting nature take its course, is the highest realm of health preservation. When a person is born, their destiny basically already has a set number. What they should do, what they shouldn't do, what they should eat, what they shouldn't eat. If they can follow their own destiny, they will be safe and sound. A person with comprehension will discover this, will know their own destiny, know what they should do and shouldn't do. Therefore, health preservation is absolutely not simply imitation, doing whatever one is told. No need to envy others. One needs to find their own comprehension from within their own mind. So how can a human discover if they have achieved following nature or not? Actually, this is very easy. When you are sick, you feel uncomfortable. You feel not at ease. This proves you have gone against nature. You need to follow the nature, the great nature outside, and additionally follow the natural logic, the destiny inside yourself. These two things are indispensable. Many people, when hearing a doctor declare they have a serious illness, often show an unhappy appearance, hoping to use methods of cutting, poisoning, killing to remove that illness. However, illness truly is not produced from there. In this world, there is absolutely no phenomenon of being healthy and suddenly spawning an illness. Take a cold as an example. If we truly ask the patient to self-reflect, usually the patient will reveal that before catching the cold, they pulled a few all-nighters. Some will say they were hit by cold wind or got soaked in rain. Some will say work pressure was too great, causing frequent headaches and insomnia. Actually, such phenomena can all be factors leading to a cold. Furthermore, if a human's sensitivity and vigilance are sufficient, naturally, It can achieve the goal of preventing disaster. What is true science? It is cause and effect, or karma. Not believing in cause and effect is not true science. The mind that does not fear suffering loss does not fear others taking benefits. Or to put it another way, you can endure suffering loss. Others want to take your life, but you can still let go. You can give it all to them. Moreover, you yourself in any situation do not crave benefits. At that time, won't your mind be stable and quiet? Who in the world can do this? Only a Buddha can do it. After humans master the methods of health, they will truly enjoy a state of confidence where they no longer fear getting sick. That kind of feeling is wonderful. Hope that you and we can all attain that state of confidence. When learning is deep, the will becomes calm. If the mind is settled, it will be peaceful. Therefore, for a person who has attained the Tao, observing a person is not a difficult task. This is also the result of appearance changes according to the mind. Fame is the hardest thing to break in the 5 desires. Duty ranks second, followed by wealth, then eating and sleeping. If the desire for fame is not discarded, there is no way to enter the Tao. The origin of 100 diseases all starts from wind or evil taking the opportunity to invade. If the body's qi is weak, defensive ability is poor, or one is worried and fearful, immersed in alcohol and sex, or working too laboriously, true qi will be depleted, and from there external evil takes the opportunity to attack. Treating illnesses of the 5 viscera requires tonifying qi first. When tonifying qi, it is forbidden to move the mind. If the mind moves, the liver becomes vigorous, causing the pulse to shake, and true water will be depleted. The mind being active will trigger wind. If wind moves, fire becomes vigorous. If fire is vigorous, water collapses. If the liver is dry, the earth is damaged. For a doctor, mind settled, spirit focused. The person being treated has a firm and focused mind. When 2 minds correspond, 100 diseases can be treated. Through the case of Hitler bypassing the fortified Degenol line of the Allied forces, I realized that to deal with some stubborn diseases that cannot be attacked rigidly from the front, one needs to break through from other related aspects. For example, treating stubborn diseases like kidney disease or liver disease can achieve results through adjusting the lungs and spleen. The golden mean or balance is the fundamental principle of health preservation. Qi and blood in the human body are also a pair of yin and yang. Blood is yin, is the body or substance. Qi is yang, is the function. Blood is the mother of qi. Qi is the commander of blood. If qi is insufficient, one easily gets diseases caused by stagnation like tumors, blocked arteries. If qi gasification is excessive, one easily gets diseases regarding cerebral hemorrhage. Therefore, only when qi and blood are balanced can humans be healthy. Humans are considered to have attained the Tao only when they realize what is natural, knowing nature. One can then follow nature. This person is a divine human, understanding yin and yang, understanding following nature. You will definitely become a doctor of great virtue. What is nature? Nature is that any matter has 2 sides, yin and yang. Any matter needs to pass through the process of birth, growth, harvest, and storage. If you follow this process and use the principle of mutual generation and mutual restriction of the 5 elements to regulate the patient's balance, how can the illness not be cured? Simplicity and complexity are a pair of yin and yang. The more complex a situation, often using the simplest measure, can solve it. Similarly, a problem that looks seemingly simple to solve it, you will find it is truly not easy. You may pay a huge effort and not necessarily solve it. This is like hardness and softness. Extreme softness can control hardness. Extreme hardness means softness cannot resist. Therefore, when we solve problems, we need a mindset that when meeting complex problems, seek simple measures to solve them. When meeting simple problems, do not rush to look down on them. One needs to pay sufficient attention to them. Let us try to see if that logic exists in this world. How many people can follow nature in eating and sleeping? How many people can comply with nature? You cannot comply. Why? Because it is too simple. Precisely because it is too simple, you cannot easily comply. This is called dialectics. What is balance? Balance is the existence of yin and yang relying on each other and controlling each other. Any aspect being excessive or deficient will cause a loss of balance. What is damaging primal cha? Losing balance is damaging primal cha. Frequently being in a balanced state, primal cha will be well maintained and humans will age slowly. The Tao of yin and yang is the mutual reliance and mutual transformation of two opposing contradictory aspects. In any set of contradictions, if one side breaks away from the other and is no longer subject to the opponent's suppression, the time of its demise is not far off. You try looking. In society today, leaders do not like being controlled. They like to be independent, free, like to do as they please, embezzling, taking bribes. So what is the result? It can all be imagined. Yin and yang are just like that. In great nature, when a thing appears, it carries factors generated by it. But simultaneously a factor will appear to control it. That is the principle of the 5 elements mutually generating and restricting, and also the principle of yin and yang relying on and suppressing each other. Therefore, the logic of health preservation is the same. When you are sick, there always exists a factor causing you to be sick, and simultaneously, there will be a factor suppressing it that can help you eliminate the disease-causing factor. Similarly, in the natural world, where there are poisonous snakes, surely in the surrounding area, there will exist a type of herb that can cure the poison. What is called arrogance leads to loss of form. Because of being pleased with oneself, one forgets one's original form. He has lost control, lost the suppression of the yin side. Therefore, the result is definitely failure. Similarly, humans should not let their spirit become depressed, because doing so loses the suppression of the yang side over them. How to have great wisdom. If one does not have a broad heart or mind, where can great wisdom come from? There is a proverb, live until old, learn until old. Learning also needs to be timely. At whatever age, learn the things we should learn in that stage. Otherwise, it will not be timely, not following nature. But look at our education today, from kindergarten to university. How many things are worth learning? When small, what should one learn? One should learn morality, learn filial piety. Next is learning to recognize characters and punctuation. Next is learning how to work. At youth, learn how to live well, educate children well, make the family happy. At middle age, learn the Tao of health preservation. In old age, learn how to let go of the mental state to enjoy old age peacefully. What does the education sector need to learn? it is exactly learning these things. Emotions. The 7 types of human emotions have a close correlation with illness. Some illnesses are caused by emotions. You use medical treatment forever, but it doesn't heal. For this type of illness, to untie the bell, one must find the person who tied it. The 5 emotions can cause illness. The 5 emotions can also resolve illness. Health preservation has a very crucial point, which is not to fear death. A person who fears death has insufficient yang che. If yang che is insufficient, the god of death will find you. This is what Taoists teach. A practitioner needs to have a heroic temperament. Human wisdom and application cannot lack one of the 3. When you use learning to understand it, it is incredibly simple and plain. At this time, you have truly attained one of the samadhis. If you still feel it is profound and vast, deep beyond measure, it proves you have not yet grasped its essence. You have only seen the lushness of the leaves, but haven't yet seen its root. At this time, you are only at the stage of existence, and haven't yet reached the realm of void or non-existence. All do not escape yin-yang. 10,000 things do not escape yin-yang. The root of this is yin-yang. Knowing this one thing, all matters can be accomplished. Focus the spirit, settle the che, forget both the self and all things. That is the core of health preservation. If the master or mind is clear, the subordinates are safe. Accordingly, preserving health will lead to longevity. Life and death situations are not dangerous. The world will prosper. If the master is unclear, the 12 officials or organs meet danger, making the Tao blocked and not flowing. The physical entity is immediately damaged. Accordingly, preserving health will bring disaster. People in the world and this clan will meet great danger. Strictly forbidden, strictly forbiddance. Application of 5 elements, mutual generation and restriction. Whenever the activity of the 5 viscera is excessive, causing illness, one can use the method of 5 elements, mutual generation and restriction, to treat it. Similarly, whenever the 5 elements are insufficient, leading to illness, one can use the method of 5 elements, mutual generation and restriction, to solve it. This is the fundamental principle of applying the 5 elements. Modern people often focused on the aspect of pursuing and improving the quality of life. The consequence of this type of pursuit is very frightening. One needs to know that human desire for material things has no limit. When this type of desire is not controlled, it is equivalent to our infinite suffering. Actually, if material things can bring enjoyment, the spirit can also do so. Medicine can treat illness. Psychological therapy methods can also do it. Therefore, instead of using our whole life to pursue wealth, it is better to use that time to cultivate a good mental state, allowing our spirit to reach a transcendent realm. After humans master the methods of health, they will truly enjoy a state of confidence where they no longer fear getting sick. That kind of feeling is wonderful. Hope that you and we can all attain that state of confidence. Our body is an organism with full wisdom and function. Our body has many sentinels like teeth, appendix, tonsils, and so on. When our body has an abnormal phenomenon, usually rising fire, these sentinels will immediately react and notify the brain. A smart person at this time should regulate their mental state, examine themselves to bring the body back to balance and harmony. Yet what does Western medicine do today? You have pain, right? I will cut off your painful part. Currently, some even invent a type of machine. You have allergic rhinitis, so you sneeze, right? So I will burn the sensitive nerve area in your nose. That way, later, no matter what irritation you face, you won't sneeze. The consequence of such actions by Western medicine is that later, if we get sick again, the parts being cut off will be our 6 bowels and 5 viscera. Remember carefully, when we occasionally have a stomachache, sneeze, cough, develop a fever, and so on, it is our body's recovery system working. Do not abuse medicine too much when symptoms just appear. Otherwise, that medicine itself will destroy your body's recovery function. When your recovery function is weakened or lost, then you have handed your destiny over to medicine. Remember that if symptoms are not severe, the best measure is resting quietly, calming the mind and settling check, and allow the self-repair system to complete the recovery work. Therefore, each of us needs to be cautious when using medicine to let the body's functional recovery system be restored. This is the true Dharma in maintaining health. Many serious illnesses or terminal diseases all originate from one reason: hatred. When this hatred disappears, the illness will also follow and be eliminated. In this world, the hardest thing to resolve is prolonged hatred, precisely because that hatred cannot be dissolved. There are illnesses that cannot be cured.